Like I said, mainly
I'm doing my thing, son. Go do your homework and leave me alone.
Homework? Why would he do homework?
I don't know. That's a good point. Yeah.
Kids do homework so that parents don't have to watch them while they're at school. So have him do his homework. If he gets out of school, that's a problem.
Oh man, it's COVID shit, dude.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Thanks for the
Let
follow.
me introduce myself.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Like you plan on having a good week next week, and then it's like, oh, your kid's gonna be home for the next 2 weeks. It's like, really?
All right,
Really?
so Jetstorm. I didn't get your Steam info. I think I had G3s already, possibly not.
I think I messaged you my code, didn't I?
I can't remember. There's so many different ones, man. I have a hard time keeping them all straight.
Life of the GM has just got to be outstanding. They're just so hard.
I don't see you online, Blaze.
Should be showing online.
And I guess I need to send you my friend code, or have you send me yours. I'm not seeing it. Oh great, now my computer's wanting to update and restart. Couldn't you do that earlier when you're, set to have that happen?
You gotta take control of this thing. Don't let it do things without your permission.
Okay, yeah, I did get yours, Jetstorm. I didn't see that first. For some reason, Discord decided not to show. Oh, you found me there as well. There you go. Why are you not pulling up? There we go. And yeah, once I'm on the friends list, you can just hit join game. It'll warp you right in.
Actually, Geek, your profile picture is just so manly. I feel like I should be like watching Sunday football with you or something. with the square jaw and the little beard, I just feel like like you would be a good football buddy.
What's your team?
I'm a Saints fan, but
Okay, you're a fan of what you're a fan. I'm an Eagles fan. Unfortunately.
Just a very impressive profile picture, though.
I'm not a very impressive person, so I mean, it was a good picture, I guess.
Oh yeah, and somebody else has their profile that's all coming up and making us look bad. There's like a company on the internet where you can like subcontract out artwork and stuff like that. So my wife was doing that, and so she has this contest where I paid like $10 to the winner for the best person that can make a gaming logo. Of course, I have to pick hers. But there was actually some really good ones. There was actually some really good ones that might have been better than hers, but still had to give her the money. I can't remember the name of that place. It's actually pretty cool though.
Alright. So we all know the setting. Sci-fi. And that's all you need to know, right?
I mean...
Just kidding. So, I want you all to come up with the location that you're from for your history. Write in some fun flavor. It doesn't have to be like totally fleshed out all the details, but come up with like the name of the planet or and/or system, or the station if you were spacer born. Just some basic details like that, so we can flush it out quicker. The whole galaxy is going to be all made up.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
no Earth. No Earth, then.
I mean, we can have an Earth. That's not a problem. There probably will be at least an Earth and an Earth-like planet.
Terra.
Yeah, Terra. You know, you're the
Holy
Terrans.
Sarah.
Yep, yeah. You know, go
Basically,
go-
a human planet, basically.
Yeah, yeah. There will be one of those. We can call it Earth, we can call it something else. I hadn't really decided or cared. But you guys can come up with some of those basics, just get it to me. And I'll add it to my list. Give you all some, you know, fun to add to the world and flavor. I've combined basically all sci-fi settings. So you can, you know, add bits of flavor as long as we don't do any copyright issues. You can, you know, merge aspects from all different sci-fi. The line I told G3 when we were getting ready to go was, you have the Dark Templar, the Jedi, and the Turian walk into the Mana Stone to get their orders to take their mechs out, right? Obviously we can't use some of those terms that I did in the full game, since they're copyright materials, but you can alter them slightly and therefore use them.
Alright, sent an invite to you.
Cool.
This dungeon's fucking huge. I didn't expect this.
That's how it always happens. It's always the longest one when you don't want to play that one.
Right.
Yep.
All the other ones have been like 6 rooms max. This one's
I'm
like.
I'm not even talking about Darkest Dungeon either. I'm just talking about any game.
Life in general, yeah, you're like, I'll
Yeah,
just do this one mission, it'll be quick.
Why is
Really?
this one so long? All the other ones were really short. What the hell?
Right. So yeah, totally get that. We've all been there.
Are we calling this game, like obviously it's a D&D sci-fi thing, but do you have an actual name for it?
That's actually something I was going to ask you all to come up
Okay.
with as well. What's a fun name that you guys think you'd like to call it? If you have any suggestions, we'll pick the best one. But figured we'd crowdsource it and have fun with it.
Are we able to change our colors in here? Because
I can
is
change
my
your colors.
absolute least favorite.
I can change your color. What color do you want?
Yellow, orange.
Anything other than yellow, because I hate yellow. That's fine.
Is there a map or something of the solar system, or just a random name is all you need?
Just, you don't even have to map it. Just give it a name.
All right, cool.
Why is it make? Are you switching to viewers?
Yeah, I was doing that, but now I can't get back.
Yeah, no, you can't change your color back too. Here you go. You can be next to Pierre.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I know my neighbors.
So,
All right, you guys are okay.
and then we will get G3 in here once he's able to join.
So we're playing
So, yeah.
in the middle of the street.
What, Raven?
Well, I guess we're playing in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it.
for now.
Well, I guess actually, except for the white truck, I think the street parking is over there where the.
We also appear to be floating about 6 feet in the air.
There's a mustache card on the ground. Can you see that? Behind Geek.
Welcome to the void.
This is probably more what we'll use.
The
But I
void.
just loaded a default table and left it there for now since we don't have all of it yet.
Oops, my bad.
That's fine. Yeah, here you go. Nice starry scape.
Yeah, I don't see that. I just see pure white.
Oh. It should load. Oh, you're not loading. You're at 0% loaded.
Yeah, it won't load for some reason.
Well, what I've learned from this game, leave and then come back and it'll be fixed.
Yeah, that's the odd thing. You disconnect, reconnect, and it fixes a lot.
Yeah, and then everything's fine. Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it. By the way, you
I rolled
can
a
try to.
three. I
You can
rolled a
try to
three on my
flip the
strength
table.
check.
If you try to flip the table, it will give you the achievement.
Yeah, well, I got a 3 on my strength check. I failed.
So if you can mouse select a group of things, and you can just tap R a few times, and it should do that. For some reason that's not working for you, you just take it and roll the mouse forward. So click and hold, move it forward, and release.
And then they're gone.
But they all come right back. So, just some basics there. Have questions about it, feel free to ask. We can always fill it in. For the character sheets, yeah, just get them filled out, and
Finally.
we'll be good to go with those. If you want to send them to me, I will get them included, so they can be on the table.
They're not supposed to be done now, are they?
No.
Okay. I would like to get stats first,
Yes.
and then see what everyone else is playing.
So who wants to go for stats first?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright. Jerry, you can go.
What are the rules?
You roll all 4 dice, you drop the lowest value, and you're rolling straight down your list. So strength, dex, con.
You can't pick which stat goes where?
We'll get to that next. We're going to start off with that. You'll get to do some finagling with it after. But you write them in order, and then you'll move one around and have slight other edits. But
Because my character's fucked if he doesn't have, that's a good roll right there.
yep. So you got 16 strength. If you highlight it, you can see the total value and not even have to worry about trying to add. Just you leave the 1 out, so you can highlight the 3, you'll mouse over it, and you'll see it says 16, nice and easy.
Oh, I didn't know that did that.
Oh yeah, no, it auto-calculates for you.
My gosh. I never used dice. I was using cards with this game. I was playing,
It's cool.
what game was I playing? Fuck.
There's all sorts of fun games that you can do with this game. That's what I love about it.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's not a good roll.
Min 8, so write 8.
8. What is that going to be? Dex next?
Yep.
You do 2d6 plus 6. And that gives you minimum 8.
And there you go. 14 for con. There you go, 13. Feel free to tap R a few times if you want to. It usually helps it get it a little better randomized. 11 for wisdom.
That's awful. But we can do a lot of finagling.
Let's see.
What the hell was that? It
I don't
shot
know.
To the ground.
Someone must look like someone hit something, but there you go. And 12.
Not gonna work for me.
Oh, I forgot to install it on this computer. Give me a sec.
Alright, so hold those numbers for a minute, Pure, and then we'll go to the next person. We'll come back to everyone. Once everyone's
Sure,
done, we'll come back to it. So just have those numbers handy. Who's next?
I'll go.
Alright, go for it, Jet. Jetstorm's turn. His first roll. Ooh, 18.
Whoa.
Wow, that's nice, dude.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Alright,
Which one, are you playing the muscle character? Because an 18 strength would be great.
I'm playing lots of guns, so we'll see.
still There'll be some moving stuff around, don't worry.
Yeah. At the very least, you'll be able to carry a lot of guns.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
16.
But that's. Can you re-roll that one? Look at that dice. Is it on the
Yeah,
side?
it did land. It did land a little weird.
It did. But
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
It's still a good. It's still a good roll.
Next roll. There you go. 8.
So Connor intelligence saves.
That was 8 con. And then you have 13 for int.
Oh, you're doing them down the line?
Yes. To start with.
Ouch.
Reroll that one, yeah. There you go. 12 for that. And there you go. 9 for that. And that was your last one, right? If I counted correctly?
I think so. I've got 6 down so far.
6 scores. Alright. That's 2 down, 4 to go. Who's up next?
I'll go.
Go for it. Like I said, if you can drag and highlight and then tap R a few times, or yep, spin it like that. There you go. Start with 10.
Oof. Not good.
There you go.
12.
13.
Oh, 13? Yeah, 13. Got a 16.
11.
Or no,
11.
God, I cannot count.
That's what the highlight's nice for.
I know, I just keep forgetting about it.
It's cool.
Ugh.
12.
12.
There you go. 11. 11.
God, man, how many 11s can I...
Isolate the 11s.
Which
Yeah,
character are you
exactly.
playing?
Well, you can't get 21 in this, so, you know.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
It's just minus 10 and throwing them at you.
Alright, was that your 5th?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Oh, that was your 6th? Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
I miscounted by 1. Alright.
Okay, who's left to go
So-
besides me?
You,
Just let the go.
Ginzero, and Skip.
That's me, Cindy.
11.
So 14 strength.
Mm-hmm. 11.
That was 11.
You counted the extra 3.
11 strength.
13.
13.
Okay, you just do the numbers for me.
Sure.
Oof.
8.
That's my constitution.
Oof.
Oh, that's one squishy tank.
Well,
Oh, no!
just wait. Just wait.
Oh,
Oof.
well,
8.
that makes sense.
You see why we have
That's
min
just
8.
mean.
What is that?
I just meant as a tank.
Yeah. Don't
What
get.
number is this?
Don't have too much despair.
It's minimum 8, and that's below 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's an 8. Because 8's the min.
Oh, got me. Okay.
That was 6, unless you want a 6. 12.
12. Yeah.
We got decent wisdom for a tank.
It may not last.
15, there you go.
Yep.
Oh my god, my charisma's through the roof.
I use that intimidation.
You're just a really dumb, very good-looking guy.
Or scary looking, depending on how you use it.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
So, my turn now?
Yep. You and Gen Zero or G3 are up next.
12. Okay. Hold on, I gotta pull up.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Not bad. 15.
15. I want a high deck, so that's good.
Oof. 8.
Okay, con. Well, okay then.
Everyone's getting screwed on Constitution.
That's a 5. I think that's the lowest of 5.
God.
Oh my god, intelligence. So I'm not being a mystic.
8.
Is it the third Constitution 8 so far?
Alright, these are good stats for a monk. I guess I'm playing a monk.
Wisdom. Nice. And 13 for charisma.
So no chance for rerolls, huh?
Alright.
Just wait. I have a feeling I know what he has in mind. Oh man, this will be interesting.
Well, don't worry. Raven might change his
Don't
mind
care about
again.
This one too much.
10.
10. That's fine. That makes total sense for this character. Oh no!
It's alright.
Get back
It's alright. They'll come
It's
back.
falling.
There you go. Now you just re-roll them.
Oh, but I like the numbers they have.
As soon as you move them, it'll
Alright,
actually
Jumbo.
change them. You put them on the table. So, there you go. Not much off. 14. Ooh. 16.
Really? I get the high Constitution? What the hell? Oh no.
Alright, what's next?
Wizard tanks.
Okay.
14.
Could have been better, but that's fine. That's my main stat. Damn it.
Well, he keeps saying that there's going to be adjustments.
Just,
I know.
just wait.
Ow.
Yeah, 9. Or no, 10. 10.
I mean, I kind of see that with what you told me about your characters.
Nope. That's another primary stat.
15.
Oof. Cool. Okay.
Alright, so you're all done?
Unfortunately.
Now,
Or for now.
I did absolutely horrible as well, so...
now you all have a choice. Something I don't usually do that I'm going to throw into this one is, you guys can swap scores with each other. Meaning
With each
whole
other?
sheets.
Oh.
Whole sheets.
Oh, whole sheets.
And once you do that, you then are allowed 2 more steps towards your stats here.
Right.
You're able to swap places of 1. So say you want to swap Dex and Charisma, you can swap those 2 scores. You can do 1 score swapping. And then you have 5 points that you can add. But you cannot add above 17.
Okay, 1 for 1. So if I'm at 15, I can put 2 points in to make it a 17.
Correct.
Before or after racial bonuses?
Before.
Okay.
Okay.
Or the best question is, who has the highest charisma?
I need the highest charisma.
For the
Who has the
smuggler?
highest intelligence?
Keep in mind, you can swap 1 stat.
Or wisdom?
Yeah.
I have a 16 string. Has anybody got a really high charisma?
If you guys want to post them in the
15.
chat, that's fine as well, to make it easier.
Oh, that was a good idea.
And you guys just agree on who gets which.
And you can only swap 1 stat, right?
Yes. Swap once, add 5.
Swap. Is it swap 1 or get +5? Or...
No, it's both.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was just trying
You're
to
fine.
make sure you're right.
If someone wants this, I'm fine giving it them, but it's
Like you said,
because you if you take it from me, you can swap wisdom in for con, and bump up strength, and you're a physical character with some charisma.
I'm more concerned about intelligence.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I know someone who might be more concerned with some others, but yeah.
You could always take, in my stats, the 15 wisdom, pop it into intelligence too.
Right.
You have a lower combi of dex and intelligence high, and you have a low wisdom. Yeah, it depends. So you said swap one and then a +5. Okay.
Yes.
I can make this work unless someone else wants it. So
And that's why I was saying, feel free to post what you have, and then you guys can decide amongst yourselves who gets what. You know, starting off, making everyone work as a team. And you guys get to work
Might
with
be able
each
to make
other.
this work.
And feel free to tell each other what kind of role you want to play if anyone missed, so that you guys can
I definitely
strategize.
need higher strength and higher constitution. Because I'm definitely playing a muscle-based character.
well, that's what if you
I'll
want my
trade you my
character.
strength for your charisma.
We trade the whole sheet or the whole.
Yeah,
What?
you trade full sheet.
Yeah, you gotta do full sheet.
You get the full array. Everyone gets one of the arrays posted.
Well, there. Piers,
pretty good.
Piers is good for a physical character with almost
Yeah.
no changes unless you want to up your dex.
Honestly, I would love to have pure rolls.
Who was that said that? I'm taking
ISO,
bids here. I'm taking
ISO.
bids. I'm trying to make a deal.
ISO.
Isolate would love
your,
Pierce.
your rolls are just awful, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Sydney, we can make a deal right now.
Well, keep in mind,
Yeah.
he's
I think
very
ISO
middle
is-
line, but he does have 5 points. He has nothing that has negative modifier.
Well, if you take ISOs, you move dex into charisma, so you start with 13, add 4 points into it, and you're at 17.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
then you still
saying.
have
Like,
an
it's
extra
not.
point. Yeah.
His isn't like amazing stellar, but it's not bad. It's a very non-negative.
I know what I'm doing
It's
now.
a middle ground. That's what it
Mine
is.
is bad with the 2 8s. So,
I could really use Pierce.
Trade, who said that?
Sendian.
Yeah, I'll trade you because I need highest charisma and highest and wisdom next. So that, so that'll work for me.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, done. That's sold.
You said we have 5 to distribute, however.
Yeah.
All right, I could make this work. I want to be
Jetstone,
squishy,
yours are
as I was expected.
Well, Jetstone, you're good stats for a gunslinger, but I would probably swap the strength and dex, or strength with something like strength and con if you wanted a higher con or something like that. Because yeah, you don't need the 8.
Oh wait,
An 18.
I can switch stats that are like in positions.
Yes, you can switch
One.
2. So one set of stats can switch. So strength can become something else. So strength could become constitution if you wanted. But you can switch one set
Or
and you
If-
add 5.
Pure takes yours, move the 18 to charisma,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of the stats I think are decent for pure.
No, I thought.
Actually, I would take them too if you really don't. If you want mine, because I move that strength and wisdom, they'll still have a decent strength. I don't have a great con, but I can pop a couple of points into there.
So all of my gunslinger gambits and like my abilities are based on wisdom. It looks like, so I could switch my strength and wisdom. Okay.
Yeah.
And then yeah, pop a point into dex and a couple into con if you want. All right, so we have, because I don't know what people were playing. So from that list, are you a robot, engineer, or the cyborg? Or you have You're a different character.
I believe, if I remember correctly, Isolate is the robot tank. Jetstorm is the gunslinger. Signin is the the cyborg,
Engineer?
and
Cyborg.
Gen 0 is the engineer.
Oh, because I only have 5 characters here. That's why. Okay. There's 6 of us.
Yeah, 6.
Alright, so Jetstorm is staying with those stats. Pure and...
How many free like point buys do I have? Like point stuff?
You have 1 swap and 5 points, but
Okay, cool.
cannot add above 17. It still leaves that, sweet roll of the 18, that value, because
Yeah.
you never want to do away with that.
Okay, I'm not gonna go Sun Sword.
Should have traded with Raven. I didn't see. I jumped on the first offer me a good deal.
Sorry? What was
I
that?
should have traded with Raven. I jumped on the wrong deal. I didn't notice your 15-13.
Okay, so after those changes, my roles actually worked out pretty well for my character.
And you guys can either keep it or you can agree to trade with someone. Either way is great.
Pure, you can change the charisma 15 and the dex 13 and swap.
Oh, I need the highest charisma I can get.
Oh, I gotcha. But like, you said you wanted dexterity and what? Charisma?
No, I need wisdom and charisma.
Wisdom and charisma.
Oh, so here's what you do. Leave the charisma at 12. If you're taking your regular, your given stats, put 5 points, you have a 17, and swap strength and wisdom. You don't have a great dex, but at least you have a con for the hit points.
And I got racially +2 con too, so that helps.
There you go. You're not going to be much of a fighter, but
No, I'm a talker.
well, you have a 12 strength, so it's not too bad. But you keep your stats. So everyone's keeping theirs.
Except me and Sydney traded.
Oh, you did trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Cindian's stats are
My stats now.
Correct.
so. Oh, there you go. Yeah, with the
That's
Sorry, I was
actually works
looking,
out
'cause
pretty
you
well for him.
you could have stayed there, but it's not. Yeah, 2 charisma there.
Yeah, and I
Two
got a
dex.
+1 charisma and 2 con, so racially, so I should be fine. And I can put 1 more point to get to 17, and put most of my points in the
I'm so squishy.
Well, that's fine for your character.
Like I said, it fits for the character so well.
It does.
So, DM,
Mine really doesn't.
What's up?
Can you,
squishy. What I mean, like what I'm having trouble like keeping an eye on what people are actually playing. It's like,
Okay, here I'll start off. All right, Cindine, you know what you're playing?
yes, I am a cyborg muscle.
Okay, next. All right. ISO.
Yeah. By the way, I prefer ISO because everyone's been calling me something different. ISO is fine.
Isolated geek.
Brian will see
I am playing a robot muscle.
Modified labor robot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, next is Jetstorm.
I am a reptilian outlaw.
Gunslinger. Sounds like it'll be a fun character.
Killian Kresk.
Reptilian Gunslinger Outlaw. Okay. And Pure.
I'm a Dravakian former smuggler counselor. So I'm the face. I'm a face role. A unique build, I think.
So you're taking Counselor? Is that one of the Jedi's?
Yeah, it has force powers, but I'm not using them. Like, I'm not carrying lightsabers and shit like that. If that's what you mean.
No, but the Force powers are nice.
Yeah, I mean, all the force powers I'm taking are all like party bishop, like support like two. I don't have any like lightning bolts or like that kind of powers. All I have is things that like influence people's moods and to help the party like have better saving throws or things like that. Like nothing I have is offensive.
So you said you're playing
A Davakian's counselor, but there's a smuggler build really.
So he's kind of like a tiefling without a tail, but smaller.
What I had spelled before was Deveronian.
I might be saying it wrong. I don't know. I can't read good, but
That's
I mean,
cool.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
And then
Oh, I don't know. This is what I wrote down before, so maybe I'm wrong.
I think,
that's
you wrote it right. I think you wrote it down right, so I must be saying it wrong. Like,
yeah, if
saying
it's
it like I want to
close.
hear it.
And that's the thing, like those of you who use the make your own race thing, you can come up with a name for your race. And your racial language, stuff like that. Please. I would love it. That would be awesome. I'm trying to fill this custom universe out. And there's no way
like
I
that
can.
It's custom.
You'd like that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Good.
I more power to you on that one.
Well, it's like, it's either that or we have, you know, a preset world and you have all the preset stuff in it, right?
Hey, world building is some of the funnest shit to do anyway.
It is. It is. But part of why I decided to go for it for this one was the restrictions that every other one would have. How else are you
Right.
going to be able to have that weird combos that I mentioned, you know?
Right.
I want to harness all the sci-fis, not just one.
It's awful greedy.
Oh, you forgot someone because he wasn't talking.
Yep.
Because
Oh,
he's busy
I'm
doing something else. I'm sorry.
I'm filling out all the bonuses and stuff for the skills.
Who did I forget? Now I'm trying to remember. I know there's one missing.
Gen 0. Or G3.
Oh, okay. Because you weren't in the list before.
The octopus engineer.
I'm a Eurasian genius.
Oh,
Yep.
Or cephalopoid genius, whichever.
so the engineer. Okay.
Yep.
So you're playing an engineer? Okay, good.
He's the techie of the group.
He's an engineer. That means he solves problems.
Exactly.
We need more of that.
Okay, good. So we have two frontliners, ranged. I have a support. Two supports, I guess, and then I guess a Dex character or something like that. So that's why I'm looking. I got to see how the stats work with.
The Outlaw is essentially the sci-fi rogue, just in case you didn't know that, Raven. So it's, a ranged fighter, but skills.
Yeah, that's so we have two front lines, one ranged, and then I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to go Mystic or Monk. We'll see how the stats work out when I finish them off, but I'll be there to, unless I go Awakened Mystic. Well, I guess it's going to be I'll be able to go back and forth.
Mystic, you
melee.
could use Int or Wisdom as your ability modifier in my mind.
Oh, okay.
I know why they say what they do, but I can see it being the other route too, because if you're going the route of like the universe that takes place with a man in a nice black suit that has mechanical portions. Their version of the mystic is wisdom based more so than int based. And they all like having their soul knife ability of being able to summon their blade, right? Their energy blades.
Yes, I keep looking back at that, but it's like the character I want. I have to see.
No, I was saying the
What
guy in the
thing-
black armor that everyone knows about. Like his world, they all like using their
Oh.
all the mystics in his world like using their energy blades.
Trying to find my stats where I put them all. Psychic troglodyte mammalian. Okay, so I remember where that. I gotta see if the stats still work.
So while you guys are working on that, I'll give you a little bit of lore dump to get you started. One of the largest corporations in the universe that you have all been affiliated with is the Galactic Academy. They're the ones who maintain, manage, and control education, training, as well as authorization to use skills, etc. And so when someone wants to go out and do anything legal or even somewhat legal, they will do so after graduating from one of the Galactic Academies. Most populated sectors of space will have one, and the largest systems will also have one, a school there. And it will be named after that location. So if we had one in our system, where we people actually live, it would be the Soul Galactic Academy. And so you can write into some of your character what brought you to the academy so that you could move beyond just a normal laborer in the world or the place
Question.
you take place. Yes.
My character doesn't really work with that.
I know. We can
Okay.
we can
Okay.
work on that. There's some ideas that have come up on that one too that
Okay,
have been
okay.
mentioned. But yes, you're still at that location.
Well, I think I know why.
Yes.
Okay.
See?
How about military?
The military will tend to send their soldiers to the Galactic Academy if they want them to become anything more than just basic grunt soldiers. Cannon fodder. And Galactic Academy has training for all the types. And basically your main class you take is their main education branch, essentially, that you would have gone in with them. So you went in for muscle. So they're training you to be an individual who's known as that, so that when you go in, essentially, if we were to convert it to our world situation, if you're going to go in and put in your resume, you graduated as a muscle, everyone knows you have training in these things, you're more likely to fit in that sort of position. And so they can essentially put people in positions that they've had training and would fit into quicker, which is useful when you're running huge galactic spanning, industries. When you get someone, you know exactly where to fit them to make it work. And so we'll be picking up where you all are given your first assignment after graduation, meaning you get level 1, and we'll take it from there. Feel free to ask any questions as well, and I'll fill in what I can.
quick question, since I don't want to open up another PDF now, but if you know offhand, are hacking tools, if I am going to go that route, is that that is a toolkit, right?
Yes.
I think it's computer tools in hyperlanes at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
In hyperlanes, they call it computer tools. It's just used. One of the functions it can do is hacking.
Because originally I was looking at psychic because that fits the theme I was looking for. I'm going to be like a psychic character, and they get +2 to enter wisdom and telepathy.
Okay.
Not a lot, but the +2 is nice in telepathy.
Yeah.
Inquisitive, you get security tools +1, intelligence, and a skill choice. Tech savvy, you get intelligence +2, and you get science skill or a toolkit. So I'd probably go with a toolkit if I'm going with hacking. Like I see like infiltrating places, collecting information, stuff like that.
Right.
So, okay, I think I'm going to say no to the inquisitive. I don't know if well, is anyone else picking hacking tools? Like computer tools, I guess?
No, I'm not.
I'm more on the repairing things side.
Okay.
I'm a robot, but I'm basically stupid.
So even security tools would be useful. Security tools or
Yes.
I don't know which tool proficiencies your outlaw has.
sorry, what was that last bit?
I don't know which skills and tools the outlaw has chosen, but he's one that
Oh, he might take security tools.
might
which is
have
these
some of
tools.
those.
Okay, so
The outlaw doesn't know what tools he's chosen yet either.
the security tools would be the thieves' tools, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you
I'm
know
pretty
what?
sure that's what it is.
So I don't want to. Okay, no to the inquisitive. So basically, do I want a toolkit of my? You know what? I can fake the toolkit. So I'm gonna stick with psychic.
So, do I add my, like, race and class modifiers under this features and abilities on the right?
On the right,
On the character sheet.
let me put up and look at it. I believe it was on the left. Features and abilities, you're saying what do you put there?
My, like, race and class modifiers. Do I add those there?
No, you don't have to. If you want to, you can. Usually your ability modifiers to strength and stuff, you just put them there. And you just put your race up above for species. And everyone basically knows that your stats have been modified from what they were based on that race, the species you put there.
Okay, cool.
You can if you want, you just don't have to. Usually when I've done it, I put them there as a placeholder while I decide which one I'm swapping around, stuff like that, but that's the only time I have them there.
Now, I have a question or two. Martial weapons. What I was thinking was, because as a oh my god, muscle, I get 2 martial weapons, and I can also get 2 melee weapons without two-handed property.
Okay.
Now, for my martial melee weapons, I was thinking of basically, like, if you think of a fighter, they have gloves.
Right.
I'm a robot that actually has, like, extra armored hands, so that when I, throw a punch, it's, deadly.
Yeah.
So I was thinking just having, like, what would I call them? Hand armor attachments, or like.
I
So
mean, And say like fixed blades or something. He can't put them away, but they're there. Maybe. Yeah.
I was thinking about being more of a, like,
You think
brawler,
working-
where it's
okay.
like pounding instead of slicing. Or maybe hell, maybe I have spike fists. I don't know.
Pick if you want standard fist, pick a blunt weapon, and basically say you have that equipped, and we'll just call it your fists for flavor.
Gotcha.
So you're still following the standard rules, but you can reskin it to fit what you're doing.
Gotcha.
Easiest way to sometimes do things is just change the outfit they're wearing, and it looks different. So, dual wield like one-handed hammers.
Are we starting at level 1, or are you going to bump us up to like 3?
I was thinking level 1. Make it easier. Would you guys rather start at level 3? Or are you good with level 1?
Well, question is, anyone here not played D&D?
100%.
I'm good with either.
Not that I'm foreign to it. It's just I've never actually played a good whole thing. Like I played like 1 or 2 sessions, but like it just didn't work out because of the people that were there.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, it didn't work out because like all the people were just like, yeah, we're not gonna do this again.
And as part of, starting at level 1 usually makes it a little bit easier for everyone to learn their characters and stuff.
Yeah.
When it's a new system, things are new, like that. So, once you add up your armor class as standard, what we're going to do is subtract 10 from it, and that's actually going to be your save modifier. And
Wait, what?
the armor works the same, but instead of rolling an attack against you, you will roll the d20 and see if you avoid the hit. And what that does is allow me to have you guys roll quicker and speed up the process of combat. And so that's actually an alternate rule they released in Unearthed Arcana that I found speeds up combat a lot.
You said -10, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So you're just removing the base 10 that they start you with, is really all you're doing.
His base is 15 though.
Correct. That's why I said you calculated up normal. But standard D&D mentions you have 10 plus your dex is your standard unarmored
Right.
And so all this rule set they have is doing is removing that base 10 sort of level. And what that does is give you that roll modifier to the d20 to avoid being hit. And it accelerates things nicely and puts the rolls in your hands, so if I'm rolling really great one night, it doesn't, do a party wipe, because I've had that happen. So I like it.
Play with that one before I get my head around it, because I was stuck in D&D mode for so long.
It's fine. It actually is a 5e Wizards released optional rule. Just like flanking's optional. Technically.
Well, 5e flanking versus previous flanking is a total different boat, but advantage is a massive advantage.
Right.
Instead of just a +2, which makes more sense to me.
Yeah, no, I go with the +2 for flanking, because otherwise, if the enemy flanks you...
Yeah.
And, if you actually do well with your character, and, they stay alive for a while, you'll get attacked a lot more than you ever attack.
In most cases, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not like great with D&D rules. I've only played on PC, but
You're right.
did you say instead of having advantages, you're gonna have +2 for advantage instead of 2d20 or 2d20
Yes.
for disadvantage?
So instead of
Which is a +2.
when you're flanking, you will have a +2 on your roll instead of advantage. That's because advantage
Okay,
is
okay,
not
no,
in
just
your
for
interest.
flanking. I
Yeah.
didn't hear the whole thing. I
Just for
appreciate it.
flanking. Just for flanking.
On the character sheet that we're using, they have gambits. What is? What, I don't know what that is. Like, what is gambits? Like,
Basically,
where are you all your
Gambits
powers?
are your force powers. Since you went
Right.
with Star Wars 5e for your rule set, which is fine. That's why I put it there. Like I said, we're meshing all sci-fi together.
Yeah, you have nine.
Your
nine
gambit
force
plays-
powers to start off with. Like, where do you?
You
I
put
mean,
those in the
put 'em on
gambit.
sword shit.
The gambit section is your force powers section. The
So
same
we only
thing.
have three slots. So I mean, do I need to make a separate sheet or something like that, or what do I do?
No, just separate the names out. It can. It's long enough. It can fit. Like I have 6 in my 3 slots because I start with
Okay.
6 things,
And-
but I can only use 2 of them.
If I can, I actually want to get the cards built so you guys can use those. I just haven't had time to export the image into a format and build the cards. So if any of you are bored, feel free to make card images of your skills, your abilities, and we'll make a deck.
Excuse me. Have you seen the SW5? SW5E website where with the character generator?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for like the players, not really good for you, but like to keep track of your character during time,
Yeah.
during the game and also.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't know
seen
if
it.
everybody's seen it. I was just offering it. Like I'm gonna fill out a normal character sheet to give to D, and then I'm gonna just try to keep track of my during the game. I'm just gonna try to keep track
Yeah.
of it. So I
No,
have
it's
to go
good to do that.
back and forth between rules and shit like that. Like looking for what does this spell power do? I mean, what does this force power do, or what does this rule do?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can always have the PDF up with those rules or that sheet or whatever else helps you to play. Go for it. That's part of the advantage here. In fact, if you like that much, Pure, I can actually do something really fun called Bring It Into the World, because we can summon things into our world. Look, you have a tablet right in front of you can use.
I gotta get back. Oh man, look at you! That's so cool.
You know what the baller move would be right now is to actually go on the stream on the tablet.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a little black button in the top left of that says pop out to screen. You click that, it actually pops up on the screen. So you don't have to worry about trying to manipulate it down on there. And so you can actually do it, and you can actually see each other type. So, yeah. I mean, things like that are part of what I like about this system over some others.
What do you guys think of this? I have a +2 dex and a +2. Hold on, let me.
That thing out the way.
I have a +2 dex, and I can either put +2 wisdom or intelligence, depending on the type of character I decide on. I'm thinking of just leaving the wisdom, so I'll end up with 18 dex and 18 wisdom to start for the monk or the wisdom-based mystic. And then I'm thinking of swapping. I hate having a dump stat, so I added 2 to con, so I have a 10 con, and I swapped intelligence and strength, so I'm not 8 intelligence, I'm 8 strength now. But I figured I'm using either monk weapons or dex-based weapons, and I'll be fine.
They're so funny. But that one I saw pop up yesterday, I'm like, oh my God.
So yeah, we have enough strong characters in the group, right?
Yeah.
Even, well, I don't know. You probably switched it, but even the gunslinger has an 18 strength. So
I mean, he may
Yeah,
have
the
moved
gunslinger
it,
no longer
but
has an 18 strength.
no, what did you swap it for?
I switched it with my wisdom.
That makes sense.
It's called Guilty.
Okay, so I think I would go with, I guess we have to modify it slightly, but a Kensei monk or the astral. Actually, fits the theme. The Astral Way, I think it is, or something. Monk.
Oh.
What's it again?
The astral self.
The astral self. Yeah, the astral self, because it fits the psychic feel of the character,
Okay.
and increases my melee range. I think as well, and I can also take dedicated weapons. So I take a firearm, and I can still shoot guns as a monk. But then also the monk way of the kung fu, I can even be a sniper because I can add all firearms, and I can use them in melee. So I can use a sniper rifle in melee if I wanted to.
I mean, that's pretty cool. If you're trying to look for a hybrid like that, did you look at the Hyperlane's Unfolding Starscapes that I put in there? Because that actually has some mystic options as well. If you want
I
to
did not
do partial
Okay,
mystic.
Alright, let me take a look at that.
So they have it where their standard classes that are in Hyperlanes get a new archetype. And so you can have an archetype that is psionic abilities.
Mystical archetypes? Is that it?
Hmm?
Was it mystical archetypes?
No, Unfolding Starscape. Hyperlanes. Unfolding Starscape.
I'm in there. Yes.
Yeah, you go down to chapter 2, Mysticism.
Yes,
and
there's mystical archetypes.
Yeah.
So I can get. So if I take the muscle class, I can get the mystic knight.
Yeah.
If I take the I can take the
Gifted.
pilot archetype.
Gifted if you do Genius. Hyper Navigator if you do Pilot. Psychic if you do Ambassador.
How are we
here we go, gifted.
determining modifiers again?
What modifiers?
Like your stat modifiers?
Standard way at 5e.
Subtract 10 divided by 2.
And essentially, yeah.
Okay, cool.
The only time in 5e that they have you round down, not up.
Okay, I've narrowed it down. Even though I was leaning away from Kung Fu, so either Kung Fu or I'll do Mystic. And even though my stats work really well with the monk, you said I could take Wisdom instead of Intelligence to play Mystic, so I think... Alright. If I take... Okay, so I'm taking Mystic, done. Alright. So if I do Nomad, they become like a jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
So I can change things, as I need to. Awaken is more of an investigator, so that works. And then Soul Knife, Soul Knife. I think I was staying with the monk originally because they're good at fighting as well.
Depending on your
true.
Mystic, they get pretty nasty at fighting.
That's true. I can always take something. Oh, because I think originally I was saying, okay, I have amazing stats. Where is it? I got at least 18 in Dex and Wisdom, so that would give me an 18 plus 8 defense roll. But I think I'm gonna have to look at the Mystic again.
What would the flying vehicles bonus be, skill wise?
They
Or which
actually
stat?
they actually have skills that for that, and it tells you.
Yeah. It does?
Yep. Let me find it here.
But on the sheet, it doesn't have a related stat.
Oh, they don't show it on there. That's cool. I swap out what ability it is at times anyways, based on what fits correctly.
Okay.
Let's try to find it here. Give me a minute.
So you put the Psionic Handbook in there, but that's the new one, isn't it? It's not the Mystic.
Yeah, the Psionic
Right,
Handbook
so-
is basically the new version of a Mystic. It's where they took what they had released in Unearthed Arcana and balanced things out a little bit better.
Oh, sorry, I went too far, and it is the right one. It is there. Okay.
86? Skill speeds. Come on, where is it?
Sorry, did you say so we're starting at level 1?
Yeah. So they don't. I was pretty sure I saw that. But apparently they don't ever do an ability that they tie to it. I thought it mentioned somewhere that they were doing it, but it must have been it was on a specific move or gambit or something that they said if, use your Dex piloting ability. Cool.
Since the Mystic has Arcana, there is no Arcana. Is that science?
I think it was science, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Science.
Conversions.
And nature is missing too.
Arcana, nature, intelligence skills.
Yes.
Replace them with science skill.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
There you go.
I'm probably gonna take.
Thank you, G3. I was looking
You know
for that.
You know what? I'll just do some science and perception. Those work.
Which makes sense with their settings that they give in hyperlanes, because they also say super science is the other thing, in which case you're still using your scientific knowledge and abilities to try to decipher it and get it to work.
Oh, starting equipment, because this is gold pieces and stuff like that, and I want to buy a gun, not a light crossbow. How are we going to do that? Just take it another class that's comparable or something? Or just give us all the same amount of coin?
We can probably let you all have credits that you'll be issued, and you'll have that number of credits that you can spend on gear as you graduate and head out. I have all the items, so tell me what kind of stuff you want and I can pull it up. I think G3, you said you bought the book as well. I have that. But I can go to the equipment section and give you the details you need on that.
Sorry, it has been a long time since I've played a tabletop RPG like this.
It's
How
fine,
do I
man.
determine my AC?
So your AC is based on the armor you have and your dex score. Isolate is ISO has a little bit of a different circumstance because of his race.
Yeah.
So just pointing out, because you may have heard that earlier, wanted to be clear. But standard is you use base 10 plus your dex, or your armor plus your dex.
Depending on the armor, some don't get dex bonuses.
Correct. And some have a max of 2. So light armors, it's full dex. Medium armors, you get plus 2 dex max. And heavy armors, you don't get any dex modifier. So their example here is battle armor, they call it. It's basically full plate is 18 AC, no dex mod.
So if I were going like suit jacket and chaps, is that just light armor then?
Potentially.
Where is the armor type list?
It should say, based on your class, what proficiencies you have for armor.
I am proficient in light armor, so
Okay, if
Is
you're
that
not
what I would
proficient in medium or heavy, then you want to stick with light armor. Light armor is a flight salute, a line duster, scout armor, or I think that's it. Yeah,
Had to.
or a skin suit, essentially.
Yep.
so for the line duster, then what is the AC on that?
The line duster is
Yeah.
11 plus dex. And it'll cost 10 credits for that.
Okay.
Weight is 10 pounds.
So since I'm a reptilian, I have a racial modifier that gives me 13 plus dex.
Then
Just for scaly armor.
Yeah.
Should I just take that?
yeah, you just want to do that then,
Okay.
because it's higher. I wouldn't suggest downgrading your armor.
And then how do I determine initiative?
Initiative is a d20 plus your dex modifier.
So that'd be your initiative bonus, which is just your dex modifier.
Okay, so it's just
Unless you have some other feat or whatever that increases it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on your sheet, you just put your dex modifier as a reminder what you add.
and then passive perception.
It's 10 plus your perception bonus. Funny thing is, it's technically an optional rule in 5e as well. Funny.
So you said 10 plus my perception bonus?
Mm-hmm. I say that because if you're proficient in it, you get your proficiency bonus on top of your wisdom bonus to your passive. Otherwise, it's just your wisdom bonus. I mean, if you want to get the line duster just because you want a duster, that's fine. Or if you want to just have a non-line duster, throw 8 credits and we'll say that you have something.
Okay, how many are we starting with?
Would it sit in the class? Let me back up to class. Oh, they don't say it there in the class. I thought they did. The other one did. Alright.
Or what?
Starting funds.
Oh, background, I think.
Because they give you your standard equipment gear in the
Yeah,
class.
background has gear and
but-
credits.
Yeah, that's not the full. So you can either take the base equipment, or we can convert it out to credits, and you can buy gear.
I think I'll just stick with the base equipment then.
Okay. And yeah, I have weapons, stats, and stuff too if we need. Now it's going to try to get all those put up on cards as well. But we'll see what time permits. Something about working full time and having kids seems to stretch your time a little bit.
You don't say.
I was looking at either test subject or slave. And slave, there's two reasons. One, it says you can start with begin with a starting vehicle, but it'll be stolen, which would be funny. We can have a ship, a small ship, maybe. I don't know. And unseen servant is very nice, especially since I won't have a lot of health. And then the other choice is test subject, because that makes sense for how I got my psychic abilities and stuff.
I would recommend going based more on flavor and story, and less on mechanics.
Well, they both have some flavor ideas, but okay, test subject it is. That's a little more flavor.
That's something I'll always recommend. Lean into the RP more. You'll find it more rewarding than leading into the mechanics.
Well, the slave having a ship, it provides a lot of story ideas if you're willing to give us a stolen ship. Or it would be a small vehicle, then I guess like a bike of some kind.
Yeah, it says vehicle, not spaceship.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
They have a list of some starting vehicles they recommend.
Could be
And
a ship,
the
though,
biggest
huh?
one was a small spaceship, yes. But
Light freighter, I think.
yeah. But they also recommended tacking on some problems to it.
Yes.
But that's why we have an engineer. Let's get rid of those problems.
You might not want to at level 1. You might want to wait till, a little bit later. That's kind of what I was saying,
So you're saying an engineer can't pull his weight? That's terrible.
No, I'm saying that I know how D20s work. And when you need them most, they will laugh at you and watch you slide into the abyss.
Yes, they will.
So, no, it's nothing about your engineer or anything else. It's, knowing the game.
Starting shit. So you said we could get a ship, right? That's what you were saying.
Eventually, yes. That is the goal.
So
Alright,
for the fun, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Will we be operating ships within the first area at all?
Vehicles, yes.
Okay.
They may or
Okay,
may
so-
not be
so-
classified as spaceships.
If there's none, I have some gambits to change. For now, at least.
There will be vehicles,
Okay, that works then.
but it may not be spaceships.
That's fine.
You know, I don't want to send you all into space as your level 1 selves and let some terrible thing happen to your stolen spaceship that's janky and you all just are there broken and can't fix it, and you break it further and then you're just all there, and then we have a nice TPK and can start all over. So I may avoid letting you control space travel for the beginning, just to at least let some story progress and have some chances of, you know, it going somewhere.
To be fair, we wouldn't wipe if that happened.
That's true. But you'd be very lonely.
Actually, no, no, never mind.
One of us would survive.
Where is the list of gambits?
Going into standby.
For the rolls for the funds, you just want to give us the max, or you want us to roll it out?
Do they have a roll for it?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, you're on
Counselor,
that.
it's like 5d4 times 100.
Oh, Jesus.
Page 60.
I believe their currency system was different. Give me a moment to check.
This is the one that I downloaded, the player's handbook, off the drive. I don't know anything.
Oh, no. Conversion rates from 5e to modified system. I believe their conversion rates are different. So
I'm not.
yeah, I was talking. I need to check their conversion rates.
Yeah,
Where did it go?
Where is the list of gambits at?
I think it's in the player book.
Yeah, it's
At the bottom.
very last of the player book. Chapter 4.
Oh, great. So it's not here. I will have to pull the other thing down. Give me a minute.
Okay, Dime, I'm going to send you 2 bonds, and you let me know which one you like better. This will require your input.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. My book had only loaded up to page 38.
Oh, jeez.
Well, there we go. That explains it. One GP is 10 credits. That's the thing.
Oh, so times 10 then.
For Star Wars.
Oh, for Star Wars.
And I believe 1 GP is 1 credit in hyperlanes, but I'm going to verify.
It makes sense that they would keep it the same.
I mean, considering it started with 10 credits, it's quite a bit different than what you start out with in 5e.
Oh, yeah.
That's
what I'm trying to verify.
I'm able to load up a D4.
Sure.
Well, technically, if you want to load up 5d4 times 10 for me.
There you go. 5d4. Any other dice?
And of course, I rolled 3 1s on that. So I got 90 plus 5, 95 credits.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, wait, that's a. Yeah, I think it's better to do credits than to do it the other way. And try to convert equipment.
Well, not necessarily. I can convert equipment pretty easily if you want.
Okay, let me see what.
Oh, And your background is from Hyperlanes anyways, so that's pretty easy.
Yeah, that one I have. Spear or mace, leather
Okay.
armor.
Okay.
So I would probably either one I like. Spear or mace, leather armor, light crossbow, or a simple weapon. So
Yeah.
taking a gun of sorts if it's feasible, and then scholars or explorers pack.
Okay. Scholars or
Technically,
Explorers
also-
pack is about
yeah.
the only one I'm not convinced I can quick and easily convert.
Well, it's probably the explorers pack. I don't think he's a scholar of any sort. So that's so. If not money, 95. But which book is it? Player's Guide. Okay, let me see. Is there equipment in the Player's Guide?
No.
Which book has the equipment?
The core book.
Oh, okay. How much is a simple firearm?
I don't see it in Hyperlanes. Where is the gold conversion ratio? G3, if you have a minute to check that, why get the here. I'm trying to find the conversion rate, gold to credits in Hyperlanes.
Oh, I thought you said it was 1-to-1. Okay.
I think it is.
I mean, is this an issue? I mean, I can go back and read you this in Hyperlanes. I just didn't know. I just picked the first player's handbook when I was.
No, you're fine. You're fine. The Star Wars 5e one. If you want to roll the credits for that, here, that's fine. And we know what that is. The conversion rate is for that. I'm just needing to find what the conversion rate is in the other one, so we can have the value tie up. And you said leather armor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a spear.
Okay,
Spear,
leather
leather
armor is
armor.
the same stats as leather armor, but in here they call it a flight suit or a cat suit, skin suit, still suit, whatever you want to call it.
Well, flight/spacesuit gives disadvantage to stealth.
Right,
Leather armor in 5e does not.
that's true.
I
Flight,
would rather not have disadvantage on my stealth.
the flight suit does give you some other protective benefits. And that's why I was going to say either one of those would work. Actually, the line duster is as well. It's just 11 plus dex mod.
Yeet.
No,
What's the skin suit you said?
it's 11 plus dex.
What it has other stuff you said or
No, the flight suit does. It has a disadvantage to
flight suit.
stealth, but it gives you limited protection when you have the helmet. It gives you some breathable air,
Okay.
but that's spacesuit.
Yeah, I think skin suit for now.
That's fine.
Plus 1 AC makes sense.
Yeah.
So, is
And
there
then-
something along the lines of a spear or mace?
Well, they literally have a spear. That's a D6
Is there-
piercing, which is standard. They have a club, which is also standard, which is D4 bludgeoning.
Can I trade the spear/mace for a dagger or two?
That's fine.
Was it 2 daggers? You said?
Dagger or knife. If you want to trade it
Dagger.
1 for 1, that's fine.
Okay, dagger. Knife, yeah. And then it says light crossbow or any simple weapon. I would prefer a firearm of sorts as long as it's in the simple category.
There's a mini pistol.
The pistol is a D6.
The 1d6 plus dex.
The simple weapon pistol, though, mini pistol is 1d4.
I didn't see the simple weapon one. Did I miss it? Oh, that is Marshall. Mini pistol. Oh, there it is. Yeah, D4. That fits actually better for the hand crossbow. Thank you, G3.
Oh, this is a light crossbow.
Yeah, light crossbow. So D4, it's a mini pistol. It's a D4 heat, range 30-90. That's simple.
Heat?
The other one was Marshall. Yes.
Okay, that's the damage type. And what properties does it have that I would need to know? Does it have a reload or something like that?
So give me a moment here.
And I will be taking, because I can, unless I haven't even gone into the class yet. This is just the background. I have a weapon proficiency, so I'm going to probably take a weapon proficiency in something like, I'm thinking it's either going to be a sniper rifle or a really good dex-based melee weapon, like a rapier equivalent, depending on what I'm doing for
Okay.
class later on.
There's shotguns, there's rifle, there's longsword, energy sword, cannon.
Those are dex-based?
Not all of them.
Or finesse? No, looking for dex. Finesse or something. So you said rifle. For now, I'm going to put rifle.
If you want dex based, then it's ranged. Or finesse. The energy sword is finesse.
I'll put both down, and I'll decide.
And the noble sword is finesse.
Which is better, the noble sword or the energy sword? Or is the energy sword just very expensive?
It's very expensive.
It's heat damage instead of piercing.
It'd be interesting if I have a proficiency in a weapon that I probably can't afford right now. It'd be interesting.
I'll tell you now, you can't afford the energy sword right now.
Well,
Oh, no, I know I can't.
It does have an asterisk.
Yes.
So if I get disadvantage on stealth from the flight suit, can I switch that out for a wind duster?
Say that again, sorry.
I have a flight suit by default as a guns or what is that, an outlaw?
Mhm.
Since it gives me disadvantage on stealth, can I switch it for a line duster?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
If
do
you
that
want.
then.
Since you're reptilian, you won't be using it anyways. You might want to keep it as a flight suit and only wear the flight suit when you need to. And pay a few credits just to have basic clothing, which I actually think you get basic clothing in your background anyways.
Okay, I'll just do that then.
Yeah, so you don't fall victim to the vacuum of space. It's deadly.
It's breathtaking.
Well,
Do I
like
get
that,
It truly is.
so you're saying I should get a flight suit over the skin suit?
Up to
He
you.
has a racial modifier to his armor class.
Oh shoot, what did I roll again? 90? Oh, but you said it's a 1-to-1, or you haven't found it yet?
There we go. What was that question, Raven?
Did you find the conversion from D&D Gold to Hyperlink credits?
No, not yet. I went to the gear instead because I figured that was more important to answer for you.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no problem. It's just if I for 90, if I could get, I might be able to buy a flight suit or something.
I mean, potentially. But isn't it the standard gear or 90?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. I want to see how much they are. I might be able. Yeah, that's true. Never mind. I'm gonna just stick with what it gives.
Oh no.
Okay.
I just looked back at the screen. There's so many dice.
People said they needed dice, so I put dice.
So I'll just put down Explorer's Pack for now.
Okay.
And we can figure that out. What's in it?
So do we have 3 tricks at level 1?
Yes. If you have tricks.
Oh, you were telling me the mini
Oh,
pistol.
well. Genius does. I'm not sure about all.
I'll take spinning. That's a good trick.
What's up, Raven?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, 1 second here.
Here,
Sorry,
what do you need?
just
So the equipment, I kind of regret making my character in 5e because like everything is on hyperlane, so I'm trying to kind of catch up. So the equipment that is in your smuggler kit, I mean that comes with your background and then comes with your in addition from your class. How does that transfer over? Is there a
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna throw that here.
Oh, cool. That works. Thank you, G3.
Thank you.
Those are the packs. Explorer's pack would probably be the Spacer Scavenger's pack. So what's your question, Pierre? You're asking.
Like the equipment, everybody's like so in 5e it says like equipment, you know, you get 150 credits with your background and then some clothes and a fusion cutter, spicing kit and or security kit or whatever, plus the thing, but it seems very unbalanced compared to what everybody else is talking about because I made it in 5e. I didn't really understand the difference at the time.
Oh, that's fine. It'll work out okay. It's not that much different. The gold value's different, which is the only thing I need to sort out.
Okay.
But other than that, everything matches up.
And what about the what gambits are in hyperlanes and the skills? I mean the abilities and
That
5e.
they match up.
They match up. Just the language is different.
Yeah. So your powers or abilities that they have in Star Wars 5e, so SW5e, their special abilities that they have or force powers, those are gambits. They're the same thing.
Okay.
They just have a different
not
name.
listed in the gambits book in the hyperlanes or whatever. You have to just go over here to get them.
Yeah, they're just different names.
Okay.
They're the same thing, just a different name.
Okay.
Just like gambits are technically just about the same thing as spells in standard 5e. So I mean,
A lot of
it all
American British
fits.
spells I recognize.
Yeah, so it just kind of threw me for a loop whenever I was like everybody's talking one language and I would read another. I was like, shit.
It's so good, man.
It's the whole point of this session.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, is this going to be weekly, bi-weekly?
Oh, that's a good question. Are you guys able to do weekly, or do we need to do bi-weekly?
I can do
I'm good.
weekly.
Yeah, I can do weekly.
I can do weekly.
Same.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
So everyone but Raven can do weekly. Raven, what do you have going on Thursdays? We need to bump it off so you can join us.
Well, here's the thing. I have too many games right now. And I'm headed back to work shortly, but I don't have an ETA on that. If I head back to work, I probably have to give up the current dates of all the games that they put me back on my original schedule. I wouldn't be able to play any of them, so I don't know. So right now I have every Tuesday and every other Monday currently for games.
Nice.
So
Well, let's get every Thursday on your list then. And then we'll just have to make sure your boss doesn't mess it up.
well, the problem is I work overnight, so I'd have to be,
Ah.
I think like we start at what 8:30, so I'd be done at 10, an hour and a half to play. So, well, Thursday's actually not the best of days for me to be in the office here on the computer. So.
Make them dance.
G3, were you able to find the hyperlanes conversion info for
For
wealth?
what?
For wealth, money.
Oh, I can find out.
Oh, time. Have you,
Okay, gold simply
see.
becomes credits. Okay, so we were right. I just found it finally. Gold is credits. So
and the
whatever tier has, we would divide by 10, and it would line up perfectly.
explorers pack, is that a scavengers pack? Spacers doesn't seem right, but either one.
I could see it being one of those two. If you think scavengers fits better, that's fine. I could see it be one of those two, though.
I want the life support mask, but I think the scavengers pack seems to. Well, you know what? I already have a bunch of that stuff already. Let me pull up my. Because I have, clothes, survival 10, 5 days of rations.
Where are you at with your character, Pierre? You good to go?
I'm working on it. I had most of it done. I just needed some clarification on some stuff. So I'm about to roll my credits, and it's 5d4 plus 150 for the background.
Yeah.
Divided by 10.
So what we'll do is we'll just add up all your credits, and when we have the total value, we'll then slash it by a 0,
Yeah.
and we'll be good to go. You needed 5d4?
Oh, 5d4 times 100 plus 150 divided by 10.
Holy crap.
They give you a lot.
Yeah.
So you said that amount times what? 100? Or is it 50?
Times 100.
Times 100. Wow. So that's saying you should have 105 to spend on gear. Is that after your gear?
I get, let me see, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I get, in addition to the following equipment, you start with the following question in addition to the equipment granted with your background: a simple light weapon or a simple vibro weapon, and one of 3 packs: a scholar, explorer, or diplomat pack. So start with 1 weapon and a pack,
Okay.
and then the funds.
So you have to buy everything.
It says you start with the equipment in addition to the equipment granted to you. You start with the equipment. It doesn't say they're buying it unless you want to charge me for it. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's what we're doing this session. So
Yeah, you're
it's,
good, man.
Totally up to you.
That's point of this session. We're meshing all sorts of systems together. They work 90% perfect together. What was the class you went with?
Counselor
Counselor.
class. What is this? Smuggler background. Sorry about the stutter.
It's fine.
I don't want this one. So.
Oh, variant starting wealth. So if you don't take the equipment, you get those funds to spend on getting equipment. It's either.
Sorry, I apologize.
It's okay. And so you'd have 15 credits in Hyperlane terms to go with your background. And then you'd have the pack and then the simple light weapon or simple vibro weapon.
Alright, so 15 credits. I'll write that down.
And they up the cost. And that's part of why they make the conversion rate so much higher.
So I start with the pack, the weapon, and 15 credits. I just need to make sure
Yep.
that I'm on the same.
Yep. So your background
Dang
says
it.
you get 150 credits. which converts into the other system as 15 credits.
Alright.
You passed a galactic border, so you had to deal with the credit conversion rate.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I should have been able to talk my way out of it. I got a charisma roll.
Sure. We don't
No,
take
I-
Imperial credits.
Which do you guys like better? This is my bond. I stole a strange piece of technology from the lab. I don't know what it does. Or I'm covered in tattoos that look like star charts, but I don't know the system yet.
I mean, they are just suggestions. So if you feel something
Yeah.
fits your character better,
Well, I like both of them, although I think I'm leaning towards the tech item than the star charts. I didn't mind tattoos, but I don't know about star charts. Actually, giving me, it's reminding me of what's it called, Blind Spot, a TV show.
I love that
where
show.
I just
Water
started
World?
watching it. Waterworld?
Waterworld has that sort of thing as well. The girl has a tattoo on her back.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen Blind Spot?
I haven't.
It's
Heard about
amazing.
it.
I mean, like, yeah. Anyway,
I'm just
we can-
pointing out that there's plenty of stories with that trope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is awesome. Any other questions? How's everyone feeling about this?
It sounds like fun. Just trying to hyperlane it now.
Oh, it's not that hard. Like I said, I can help you with any of it you need. Pure. With some of the abilities you have access to, you may want to potentially get some healing ones as well if you want to preserve your life force and potentially others.
Yeah, I do. I have let me see what it is. I have what's it at? I have I thought I had the healing ability. Let me go back and check when I go back. But I did put that down. I don't know why it's not on the paper I have, but I have like 15 pages pulled up right now. So
No, that's cool, man.
but yeah, I have like resistance, which gives like a party member a D4 plus to their D4 to plus their saving throws for a turn or
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, like
I'm sure G3
breaking
doesn't
out,
know
take
what that one's a clone of. Grant a
what now?
D4. Grant a D4 to saves, attack rolls.
no, yeah.
Yet,
oh,
Pure was saying he has that ability.
a force disarm, like affect mind, sound tricks, force whisper. You know, like stuff like that, just to keep. You know, like I didn't want to be like a little Jedi carrying asshole. You know, I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be a support character.
Hey, that's perfect. It's a lot of people.
I mean, I don't know much about D&D, obviously, but looking at our team, it's a well-balanced team.
Yeah.
Our likenesses and heals. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna change one of my force powers. I thought I had put it in here, but I have to choose it. I'll change it now to like the healing ability.
Just to mention, Raven, Pure, and G3, all three of you can have some heal abilities.
Yeah.
The class you have.
Yep.
So
I can heal.
Oh.
But I need medical tools to use them because gambits.
true.
I can heal because if your arm's broke, I can snap it back into place.
I like it. Dude. I like it.
Technically, isn't G3 the only person that can heal me?
Yes. I was going to
Okay.
get into that.
I can put you out of your misery from really far away.
And actually, Pure is probably not Pure, G3 is probably the one who's best suited to heal repair the other member of your party who's doing that sort of thing too.
Yeah, cyborg.
Mm-hmm. So, if you guys can give me a minute, I need to go grab liquid because throat's getting parched because I'm in a warm room.
I'm with you.
Did you need anything pure, or are you just saying you're with me on that?
I was saying I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to go grab something to drink too. I added
Cool.
Give Life and Spare the Dying, which I know are both common. Basically, you rip off the D&D spells to make me more versatile, maybe a better support. I thought I had made 2 versions, but this one. So anyway,
I have wound treatment. It will only be used in emergencies.
Does it say anywhere what ammo we start with?
I think it just says like an ammo pack.
Yeah, just looking at that too.
Yeah, it just says ammunition packs.
Yeah. Like
I think it's whatever you. Yeah, I think it's whatever you have. You can.
I
pick
have
that
no
type of
idea
ammo.
how much is in the pack, but we'll just assume it's infinite until told otherwise.
Each ammo pack equates to 1 industrial pallet of whatever ammo you need.
Holy crap. So yeah, we'll just call that infinite until told otherwise.
No, that was a joke. I wasn't reading anything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's convenient for me, but
Oh, it's 1 pound of ammo. Okay. 20, 20, 10, 3. Nice. So 1 ammo pack for a pistol is 20, for a rifle is 20, for a shotgun is 10, for a cannon is 3. It's not a lot of shots.
Sorry,
But,
I wasn't listening, and that was important.
oh,
The mini pistol.
there we go. At least they're cheap, like really cheap.
So it's like there's a clip size.
Dump this here, and he may or may not use it. We'll find it.
the only class that actually has ammunition packs like listed is the soldier.
Yeah. Even though everyone starts with like a pistol or something.
Yeah.
I think they just forgot to include the pack. Otherwise, it's just there, and we can't do anything with it.
Right. And I was trying to find the exact rules on that in Hyperlanes as well, because I remember it was a pretty good
I just
option.
threw a picture, but
Oh, that's the price for. Oh, it's 20 round clip.
also has capacity.
I see.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. He doesn't have light fiber weapons pure. That's a different book. Let's see. But I can grab those.
Do we want to just kind of assume 3 ammo packs to start with? Because it looks like that's what the soldiers got.
Yeah, we can do that. Makes sense.
Obviously, this doesn't mean that's all the weapons there are. That's just what it gives us to base things off of.
Oh yeah.
It's conversions.
And
This is homebrewed out the ass already.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't find a nice document that leads you in how to create any single weapon you want, or additional firearm rules, or anything like that. That would just be silly.
What is heat damage? That's new.
It's lasers.
Pew pew.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say like it just says like pistol, rifle, sawed-off shotgun. They're all just heat damage.
And if you want to change it up, let me know what you want to do with it.
Yeah, like if I wanted a rifle, but not laser rifle, just ballistic rifle. That would be piercing damage, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there is an arsenal gambit where if you succeed on it, you just automatically do a critical because headshot.
No, yeah. Um,
There's some fun ones. But pure, you asked for the vibro weapons. There you go. That's all the vibro weapons.
Not gonna lie, vibro knuckler sounds kind of sexual.
nothing like a good fisting.
Want to try out our new toy, the vibro knuckler?
How does
I mean,
the vibro
kinetic,
net work?
Oh,
You like throw it over them and it just kind of shakes them around a bit?
No, if you know the lore of vibro weapons, that actually sounds like it's pretty bad because it's
That's pretty
literally vibrations that it's making to shake the system up more on impact. Basically cause additional jarring effect. I'm not sure why some of those count as vibro weapons.
I have
Like
no
the
idea.
net?
Yeah,
No.
that's.
Chakras? No.
I'm wondering how that would work.
Well, the chakras are single use. You throw it and then you just can never touch it again.
It probably would be.
Well, it has returning on it, so it comes back and you have to catch it or lose a hand.
Comes back and takes you out. What happened to him? Oh, he used his chakras.
Deck save, not lose a hand.
Happens to the best of us.
What is net?
It's a net.
Yeah.
Oh, literally like a okay.
Yeah, it's
Never mind.
just a net.
I was thinking like cyber, like actual network something, right?
No.
Nah.
A net attack, you cyber attack them.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. Some of those I'm like, no.
What?
For simple vibro weapon, which I believe is what yours said. Here, you can have the heck axe. Probably not what you want. Since you probably would rather go with finesse. That would be the vibro dagger or vibro dart. But you could always go with a staff or spear. Vibro mace. Two-handed heavy.
The vibro whip, do you just kind of hold the handle out in front of you and hope it doesn't come back at you?
It probably almost seems like it's partially alive, because it's probably like, you know, slithering like a serpent or something as it's out there. Yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
picturing those that whip from the guy from Iron Man 2.
Oh!
Those electric whips.
Yeah, I could see that.
That'd be pretty
That'd
sweet.
just be an electric whip, not a vibrating whip.
Yeah, that'd be
Right.
more that.
But that's like the closest thing I can think of.
But that's
Right.
I think that'd be more realistic than some of
Yeah.
you know the other things they have in there, like a tech staff and a tech blade is vibro weapons. Well, no, they
Yeah.
shouldn't be. A net certainly shouldn't be. But I just posted it all because that's what they had in the section, so I let it be.
I feel like if you had a net launcher, a vibro net would actually be scary, but as a melee weapon, yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you had a net launcher, yes, I could see it being scary to have nets. But if you do it the standard 5e method of being close and throwing it, not so much. Let's see here. Yes, simple vibro weapons and simple light weapons. So the vibro weapons you can choose here are the top part there, above where it says Marshall. So that would be, like I said, the daggers, staff, spear. And then if you wanted the light weapons, I can pull that. Actually, I can pull it up here too. Well, this is like all of them. Here we go.
How do you go about obtaining components?
What kind of?
Like, some of these gambits require components, but they just say things like chemicals.
Yeah, they're part of the tools and stuff. Oh, let's see.
Here we go. Simple light weapons. There you go. E3 for the win once more. He's on top of it.
Yeah, I'm debating how I need to get explosives.
Explosives? Are we getting
Yes.
explosives?
For secret missiles.
Watch those wrist rockets.
Once you have access to that, that could be a lot of fun.
I'm just glad my improvised grenade doesn't need it anything specific.
That man, I know you're gonna have fun with that.
Space MacGyver?
Basically. Except he has a few extra arms and a few less legs.
I get 2 bonus actions.
Man, it's such a funny party that we have. I love it.
It's gonna be so interesting.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. Like, do we have a human in the group? No, we might have a half human.
I'm half human, yeah.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to put that on you.
I mean, it doesn't have to be half human.
No,
You
it
can have
doesn't.
Whatever you want.
Well, I'm mammalian, but I'm more
There you go.
cave dweller descendant than.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Rat
mammalian
eating.
doesn't mean
Just
human.
humanoid.
Yeah. Yes, like I didn't evolve from an ape, but
Most of the party
Balls.
is humanoid shape, but not human.
Not me.
I mean,
Well,
I mean, okay, humanoid. If you're taking drastic,
shape.
yeah.
they're like
Being standing upright,
2 legs, 2 arms, and a
yeah,
head.
Yeah, I guess in that sense, yeah.
oh no, I changed. I'm not troglodyte. I'm pouncing, so I am a cat.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I decided to go with that because I figured dark vision we could probably find night vision goggles. And
Maybe.
Efficiency, it doesn't matter which one I take, so I'd rather have 35 speed than dark vision 60 feet. So the herd animal
Yes.
was nice. +1 AC, and then I can move an extra 5 feet if I'm moving with other people. And I'm not taking brachiating because you're essentially flying in the tree line, but pouncing it is so I'm cat-like.
Nice.
If If you allow me to craft things, I'll make all manner of nonsense. During travel time or whatever.
Downtime, yeah. Well, there'll be some of that.
So I'm a psychic cat, in case you wanted to know.
Well, that's just terrifying.
Well, I don't. I also don't sleep. I meditate for 4 hours every day.
So you're gonna say inside my head that your cat hole is empty.
Exactly.
I need to be fed.
Where's my
Now,
Why do
He
you
will say
forget
this.
my milk?
it
18
is 3
times
in the
an hour.
morning, and my bowl is empty.
What were you saying, Jetstorm?
He will say this 18 times an hour.
Yes. Oh, man. This is going to be a crazy group. I love it. The lizard, the cat, half robot, the robot, the little devil, and the octopus go into the room.
Quite a group.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I had to drop my con to a 9 to keep my 18 dex,
Oh, who sneezed?
and yeah, I still haven't even gone past the equipment on the class yet. So I got a lot of psionics to look through.
Oh no. The only one that can flip the table, flip the table. All is lost. Hello, computer. What are you doing?
What?
Suddenly,
Everything's...
my computer's like, "Hey, I need to process something." So, what the hell is it?
Mine too. Mine's not responding now.
It says rewinding time. Did we just lose the instance?
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, tabletop simulator crashed. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine.
Now is the time to test that. I want to test it. All I did was undo. Pure and Raven are still in here.
It crashed hardcore.
Oh wow, it actually got to my computer for a second. Weird.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Even no, the game was off and it was still doing something. It was like, wow.
I am sorry.
I was trying to process something because when my fan lights go red, that means it's over 80C. So I was like, "The fuck."
I'm sorry. I know not to do that again. We know that that's not something we can do.
I mean,
Actually,
it was
pretty good timing.
It,
interesting.
Yeah,
it,
you have to
it
leave
was?
Now I can't choose. Oh, never mind. There we go.
I just need to assign you a color. You didn't have a
I'm
hand.
gonna,
Oh,
finish
weird.
I'm gonna finish my sheet on the outside. And if I have questions, I'll ping you down.
Yeah, not a problem. And yeah, sorry about kicking you guys out. That was completely unintentional.
That was hilarious, so I don't mind.
I just, yeah.
I actually can also pick currently a first level gambit. My choice. And I can change that every game session.
There you
I
go.
can only cast once at no cost.
All right. Have a good night, fellas. I gotta go.
Right.
All right, man.
See you later, man.
Take care. Oh. Nope, he's gone. I was going to say, so do we want to shoot for every week, or do we want to do every other?
As I said, once a week is going to be difficult for me, as I told you before. I don't,
Right.
But I can't do twice. So. If you want to play every week, that's fine. I just showing up, which is fine by me too. So.
And that's why I'm kind of putting it out to the group to decide as well.
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, we could just have like shorter sessions and not get anything too serious on the days he's not here.
That's true. and we could always play it by ear if we need to or something.
Right.
I'm not.
I guess something major is coming up. We'll just skip the week until he can come back.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm
basically play it by ear.
I'm making this a nice open forum on the topic, not trying to dictate one way or the other.
If I send you my character sheet, can you tell me what I'm missing?
Eventually.
Everything. It's all fucked.
Always.
I just have to figure out which mystic order I choose, because that's at first level. I thought that was at 3. So
Whoa!
What?
My screens just all went white, so I'm switching to my away mode quickly. I don't know what just happened.
Ruh-roh.
Yep.
Graphics driver fail.
No. I hope not. Oh, I think I see what happened. It decided to open something that it shouldn't have. Because it mistook a shortcut to be something other than what it was. Yeah, I can fix that. Give me a minute. When it decides to catch up, because right now my fan's humming a little bit. Come on.
You got that nice healthy 200 ping there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really.
My CPU is
Yikes.
completely maxed out right now.
Oh, hey. The dice for. Oh, wait, never mind. Wah.
And now we're coming back down.
What is my ping, by the way?
70?
Oh, okay. So pretty much along the lines there.
I mean, I keep seeing it spike for some reason.
It's like 50 to 70, depending.
It's a little bit more to me. I'm seeing him as more in the 100 range. When all the dice are thrown.
Oh yeah, you go over 100 when I throw the dice too.
It doesn't seem like it to me, but
Seems fine.
Which, I mean, back before we had internet improvements, you know. 100 ping would have been nice.
Yeah.
Remember the days when you hold it to connect and you heard this nice screeching noise?
Stop reminding me of the dark times.
I'm not old enough for that.
Oh
you are.
man.
fucking dial up, dude. Dial up.
Every time I hear an old fax machine kick in and basically do that, it reminds me, and I'm like, "Yeah, stop using fax machines. They're terrible. They're evil. They bring up bad memories."
Surprised anyone uses fax machines anymore.
Oh, well. Some
Like
places
government.
are still out of date enough.
When we used to get scam calls in the knock, I would just transfer them to the fax machine upstairs.
You're so mean. Great.
That's hilarious.
Well, Storm is gonna have fun, that's for sure.
Hmm.
His personality, ideals, bonds, flaws. It'd be very fun for him. I like.
Am I missing anything on the sheet?
Not that I've seen thus far. Your attacks and tricks section on the lower right hand corner. Your hit dice, max and current, you might want to put that stuff in.
Okay, how do I... Oh, it's on my... Never mind, ignore me.
That
Ever.
Just, it's easier for you when you're playing, I've noticed, to have them there so you have a quick reference. And then you have, on that second page, you have armor, weapons. You put stuff there if you want, or leave it. You also had your ammo there. But yeah, pretty much everything's good. If you got any components, you can put them in there.
Just the stuff in my bag.
Alright.
What is a slicer kit? And gonna transfer to? What does it do?
That would be security tools, right?
Okay.
Yes, I believe so.
And they have a security kit, a slicer kit, a demolition kit, or a gaming set. Like, I don't... that you have a proficiency in, but does that one of them let you use a computer? I mean, which a security kit would let you use a computer, right? And whatever a chronometer is.
Give me just a moment and I'll tell you.
I've got proficiency in gambling stuff. I've got a gaming set.
Security kit, bypass physical locks. Slicer's kit, bypass computer. So slicers for computers. Security kit is for physical.
Alright, I wanted the diplomat kit, but it had computers and shit in there, and I don't have the proficiency, so I had to make sure I got the right one.
I mean, security tools is physical and electronic in this, so.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
high
saying
points.
what the 5e variant was, so he knew what the 5e, the Star Wars 5e
Yeah,
kits were.
see? Okay. Proficiency's up.
I mean, SW5E also has demolitions kit, so you can create, enhance, and disarm explosives. Biochemist kit. You can create and enhance med packs and other healing implements. So, yeah, fun stuff. Cybernetic implants. There you go.
Since I'm using my scale armor for basically my main armor, would my strength, stealth, and weight just all be 0?
For armor, yes. I mean, you'd have a little bit of weight for your armor because you're probably wearing clothes, but
Yeah, I've got basic clothes on.
other than that, yeah, it doesn't weigh. But yeah, strength requirement is none. It's you. Stealth, your stealth is unaffected.
Does it say somewhere in here what the damage and stuff for shotguns and pistols are?
Not in what you have. It does in what G3 posted.
I posted the thing up there with the
Posted
weapons.
the weapons.
Ah, I'm looking at the wrong channel. There we go.
Oh, good man. But yeah, you can see sawed-off shotgun, pistol, rifle, machine pistol, or machine gun, mini pistol, spear, staff, all that. If there's something different you want, you can always let me know what you're looking for, and we can probably find something that'll work.
I just thought of like my dude whipping out 4 mini pistols and pointing them at someone because it'd be hilarious.
It would. That's the thing. Your guy is definitely going to be an interesting one to the group.
Well, he'll mostly just be hiding behind things.
Except
And
he's
or a
probably
certain
not
large robot.
very small.
Yeah.
Mexican standoff with just you and 4 guys.
Right?
Hey, octopus can squish into anything larger than its beak.
I don't know metal octopuses can, but it sounds cool.
I'll be squished down behind a cube crate if I have to. You're like, nope.
Which sci-fi has a cephalopod in it?
I mean, illithids technically are, in a way.
No, because they're humanoid. They have cephalopod-style face, but they
I don't
still
know.
have standard humanoid aspects of arms and legs and walk around.
I would say a rival, but they're freaking giant.
I mean, yeah, you could say in that regard, Leviathan on Mass Effect as well, but
yeah.
Well, there's the
Still, they're
Rathtars in
huge.
Star Wars.
Trying to remember them.
They're those giant balls with like tentacle things all over the place. They were in 7, 8, and 9 though, so they don't count.
Okay, well that's why I
Whoa,
missed it.
whoa. Is that like standard Star Wars rules?
For me, yeah.
Well, they've even retconned a lot of the stuff they released in 7, 8, 9, which is just like...
Which is hilarious.
So you basically
We
said
determined
your
they
movies
were bad
trash.
writers. It's all no, just
Yeah,
they were good. They were movies. They were just movies.
they were movies that have no value, is what their own creator basically said. And it's like, oh no. Oh no. What is canon anymore? Well, I say it's what the people say, and,
Pretty much.
you know.
So for the pistol here, there's 2 ranges listed. Is the one on the left the minimum range?
That'd be optimal range.
Yeah, you have optimal and max range. If you shoot beyond the optimal range, you roll at disadvantage.
That-
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because minimum range on a pistol being 40 feet seems odd.
Nope. Yeah, that would be odd. That's optimal range. That's where you have your best accuracy within that range. And then beyond that, it's a little bit harder to hit your target. Which, I mean, if you've used any ranged weapon, you kind of know there's a range where you can control it better, and then beyond that, it starts getting a little bit more tricky to control.
I mean, guesswork with iron sights is always fun.
I see that we follow the COD logic for shotguns here.
Hmm.
They work at 15 feet, and then other than that, it's just confetti.
I hate it so much.
I didn't say I totally agreed with it, but it's, in this sense, they have it not being ballistic, but energy, so it's basically rapid energy
Right.
dissipation. So, in this regard,
That
it
one
makes more sense than
sense.
that. Now,
Are
if
we
it was
gonna be-
ballistic,
Are there rules for additional like ammunition loads? So could I get like slug rounds or whatever?
there's not in the default rules.
There's a custom ammo trick and arsenal you should look at.
That is true too.
I may take that later on.
Like I said, if you want some certain weapon, you can always ping me what you're wanting, and we can probably find something to work. Like, I have spec'd out in my head a certain Microsoft game that a lot of people played in the sci-fi universe that has a robotic assistant. The alien weapons that were in that, I've kind of spec'd some of them out in my mind.
You mind telling me what you're doing with that D20?
What I'm doing with what?
With that D20? Sir.
I'm not doing
Finishing
anything
this
with
fight.
it. But I can do something with it.
Maybe a little nervous.
I had everything selected, and I didn't understand that for a second, so I thought you rolled 182 on a D20.
That's funny.
So, how do you pull tricks like you pull normal gambits?
What the hell's the name of them?
What do you mean, do you pull tricks like normal gambits? You mean from the gambit section?
Tricks are cantrips, aren't they?
That one. That's what I
There
was
we
trying
go.
to find
Okay,
the
yes. Okay. Yes. I want to make sure I understood the question. But that's kind of what I was leaning towards. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so tricks and gambits are just cantrips and spells.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Like I said, there's a reason we can take all these homebrew things and they work.
Holy, what?
What
Yeah, that was a
happened
lot.
there?
What?
That was a what the what? That's a big D20. That's trying to score. It has an orbit of dice around it.
Won't let me roll
They're
it.
orbiting dice.
That's how easy it is to do things in this game.
Why is that so big?
I had to scroll all the way out and it's still freaking huge.
I got a 19.
That dice weighs like 1 pound per side.
Well, actually, let me fix this here. We're gonna make that dice a little bit more crazy.
Jeez.
Roll the dice of doom.
You walk over to the side of the room and just drop kick the dice real quick.
Can you imagine how much that would hurt if it was actually that size?
I have them all. Oh.
Can you imagine not paying attention and just getting drilled by a D20 moving at like 2 miles an hour?
That would hurt.
Sure. Told you I'm not playing. Sorry. Sorry. You guys It's okay.
Any other questions or prep?
I told better throw somebody six. No.
I think
I don't think that you would know off the top of your head, you have like special powers as a counselor, like for the class of your counselor, like I'm the way of suggestion, and so I have 3 abilities that are specific to the way of suggestion, but I don't see like a usage or it's just 3 abilities. I was assuming there were 1 per day. I guess I made that up in my head. I don't see an actual reason, like way to cast them.
Which abilities are you talking about?
Too late to return your case. Let me get
It's on page 66 at the the way of suggestion. Cloak of fright, cloak of invisibility, cloak of memory.
Fridge it is.
Of course, the SW5E handbook.
Yeah.
Handbook, no.
I'm looking at the counselor right now, so it's actually not the whole PDF, it's just the actual counselor, so I'm having to find the actual section.
Yeah, 3 paper towels.
I think this will amuse me more. I'm gonna do this. I'm just messing with my traits.
Forecasting. Horsepower is known. Is that what you're talking about, or
No, it's
further down?
let me see if I can look it up on that thing. I don't know that it even is on that thing. It's that. Well, I mean, oh yeah, it's on the let me see. Yeah. If you need to go, dude, go. I mean, we can talk about this later. Yeah, I don't. It's not really on that thing. You'd have to look it up. We can do it later, dude. I can tell you got your life happening, so we can just talk about it later. Because it's not on there. You have to actually go into the book and all that stuff. So we can just do it later.
What section is it in? And I can find it.
It's page 66 in the player's handbook on SW5E.
Right, but I was wondering, like, within that, like,
in classes, and then in counselor, and then in way of the suggestion, and it's the last 3 highlighted points in there.
So I click counselor archetypes. Okay, so you went way of suggestion?
Yeah, way of suggestion. Like, that would be the only thing to fit my character. Like, if not, I'd be
that's not until 3rd level that you have subtle control. So way of suggestion comes in at 3rd level.
So you need a raising platform.
So we're starting at level 1, so you have a while before that has to be worried
if you
about.
look at the very bottom one, like the cloak of suggestion, cloak of ability, cloak of memory, am I reading? I mean, like, don't you start with those, or am I reading that wrong? Like the last
I believe
red,
no, those are under
red
subtle
highlighted
presence. Those are under subtle presence at level 18.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for your
You're fine.
clarification.
You're fine, man. I don't mind telling you. That's what we're here for.
That's a long time to use like the main abilities of that way.
Yeah, well, that's because those are fairly decent. You can regain each of these features once. You gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Yeah. It's like, let me see, level 18. What you could have at level 18. I would have 38 force powers. I think I could use.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long way away.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a lot of force powers. 9 is overwhelming, like much less 38.
Well, that's part of why we're starting at level 1. To make it easier for everyone.
Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Gonna finish this all up and I'll send it to you the next day or so.
Yeah, like I said, that's the whole point of today, was to get everyone on the same page, get everything, make sure everyone was ready instead of jumping in day 1 and being like, so everyone's ready?
It would have been really bad if we did that.
I mean, my main question just revolves around how my character got to this academy or whatever, and why he would be there.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I gotta really think that through.
I have no idea why my character would be at this academy.
Is this academy ever like a punishment for getting caught? Like, could you get sent here for like being like like bad deals or something like that?
No, it could be your only way out if you got caught, though.
That's what I mean. Like,
because
you got caught,
someone might see your
disingenuous or smuggling or something. And
someone could see your potential and be like, "Hey, so I can buy your way out of here, but you're going to go to the school, the Galactic University, and you're going to learn to hone those skills and become an asset."
Yeah, so like, that's an easy way for me to do it. Like, I guess that's a pretty cheap way to do it, but I guess it'll work.
So someone freed me being a test subject and dropped me off at the academy?
It could be you escaped as a test subject, or you could have been a test subject of someone from the university who then let you go, or you could, there's a whole bunch of different routes you can go with it. It's all up to you what you feel like.
Oh, he wasn't too happy to be a test subject. But you know what? Because I've stolen things. I stole a strange piece of technology from the lab. I don't know what it does. And I have my broken control device. He still control me, so...
I did have an idea.
Let's hear
Under
it.
contract in order to get the ship.
Well, it tends to be
I'm out of spaceship, so...
it tends to be the easiest way to get into this universe if you are part of, you've graduated from the university, so you're level 1, and you have university certification, is the easiest way to get on a lot of ships, because they can see, like, basically the schooling is guaranteeing you've gone through some training and can go on to a spaceship. And so it is easier than going the rogue route. If you guys would rather go non-university, the issue is then you're basically all rogue, and so you'd have to go underworld sort of contacts, in which case things can get a lot more hairy. And don't think that the Galactic University is like the good guys. That no, they're neutral. They're not necessarily concerned with good or bad or law or chaos. They kind of do their own thing.
So, I was, I guess, experimented on. I wasn't an official member of the university, but they had to put me down. I wasn't a willing member of the university, but they put me down as a volunteer. And I managed to escape, but I have, I guess, legal status at the university, so that's how I am a member. And besides breaking, my control device somehow broke, or I managed to bypass it.
Or you could have been on a ship and you broke out. And the captain of the ship didn't like that there was hidden experiments, and so then he dropped you off at the academy.
Or you wrecked on a planet and you're the only survivor of the wreck and they just brought you in.
Yep, there's a lot of options.
I like that I was part of a research experiment at the academy. Someone with tenure was experimenting and gave me all of these nice little abilities. You know what? I gotta look at...
What kind of abilities are you focusing on?
I don't know yet. That's the funny thing. I'm still going through them, looking at them now. Because I'm thinking if I go soul knife, I get one discipline. If I go nomad or awakened, I'll have 1 from anywhere, and then I think 2 from my actual for my order.
Basic training takes quite a bit of time to get through, especially if you're at this university, which keeps a roof over my head and armed lawful people keeping me from some who might be interested in me.
Precisely. You would definitely see the value in garnering a certificate from this mega corporation.
Oh, I don't know how long you've been on coffee break, but yeah, I just checked the stream.
It's mainly audio anyways. I mean, there's not a lot on screen.
I took a plea deal to come here after getting caught for some illegal activities, but I don't want them to know that I have any kind of force powers. I just want them to think that I'm just a fast talker, just like a con artist, kind of smuggler kind of guy. I don't really want them to know I have force powers unless they can. They have a way of checking, unless because I don't want to end up in Padawan school or some bullshit.
Well, that's basically where you'd wind up. You have to keep in mind they have.
I know there's a way of chess.
They're very much a shadowy organization in a lot of ways. They like being behind the scenes, pulling a lot of strings, but they're not really totally behind the scenes because they're the educational facility, right? But their best pupils pay back into them, and in turn get access to additional resources that they can leverage. So there's this big cycle of them providing good resources out to other corporations and stuff, but still garnishing plenty of benefits themselves.
Okay, so they will. They have a way of testing. They will know that I do have the force.
Yeah, and that's part of why they would encourage your training in that endeavor.
That sounds so gay saying I have the force.
Well, we can reflavor it like I have psychic abilities. Maybe yours are psychic abilities.
Well,
it's not force.
You know Mass Effect, right? They had powers.
Yes, I'm gonna look into was Jack, and maybe pull some stuff from Jack to make my character.
Oh man, yeah, Jack had a lot that happened to her.
Mm-hmm. Test subject, huh?
Oh, yep.
Along
As
with
soon as I
a lot
saw
of other
test
people.
subject, I was thinking of Jack.
He was so rude, man.
So I'm just saying, there is a lot of magical powers that aren't necessarily magical, or in this world there can be some. It's all a mix of everything. So it's up to you to decide the flavor you want it to be. Call it what you want. Enjoy it. Make it your
I
own.
can just be a psychic instead of having the force. Like I can just use.
If you want
rules.
to.
Yeah, I don't.
Or
I
it
don't
could
want to have
be.
the force because I don't want to think people to think I'm gonna carry a lightsaber or anything like that. I just want to be
Keep in mind,
I've been
only
for all this
Jedi
time.
and Sith carry lightsabers in the world you're talking about. And they're not the only Force wielders in that
there's
world.
4 force wielders I think I read, but
No, there's more. There's lots
Oh,
more.
really?
Oh, there's lots more.
I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I don't.
Yeah. There's lots.
I watched the movies like one time each or something like that. I'm not like a huge fan.
And
Well, the novels go in way in depth. And the games even, actually.
Yeah.
But if you want to call it the Force, well, we probably shouldn't call it the Force, but you can create your own backstory to that. You don't have to make a Jedi Order or whatever you want to call it. You could just, the easy way is to call it psychic abilities, and that's just another variation of them. So maybe
Or you could call it weave manipulation.
There you go.
Or psionics, or whatever you want.
Exactly. It's whatever.
The power comes from my horns.
Okay, that's fine.
He's become an Oni.
Explain
So
it.
the midichlorians are in your horn. Okay, never mind.
Don't tell people.
No, the horns are made of blackstone, and so it incurs the manipulation of warp energies so that he can, control the warp better.
If somebody ever cuts one of my horns off, I mean, I'm half the man I used to be.
Alright, G3, to answer your message there. He's at the academy when you get there, and you are able to turn him on.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense too.
They've been all over the galaxy collecting things, doing things. It would not be surprising that they have relics sitting around.
Oh yeah, they would think he's really outdated.
Okay.
I'd be like, this seems familiar.
I mean, sure, it was, they don't necessarily discard it if it has any value. Because you can't let anyone else have any value that, you could otherwise use to your advantage. Like I said, they're not evil, but they're not good.
So I can't remember what I'm trying to think. I mean, like I remember something. That's a similar. Not saying this is an original, but a similar storyline. It does something, like where a corporation, like basically takes in all the people and then uses them. I just can't remember what exactly I'm thinking of.
A lot of sci-fi settings.
Yeah. I guess there's one. I'm trying to grasp it. So
All right.
The Umbrella Academy.
There you go.
Boylan Tutani?
Right. Anyone else want to throw it out there?
Rick and Morty?
I mean, there's no end to it.
Everything in the outer world.
Firefly. Okay.
Check my previous statement.
That's their, their empire. You have the empire. You have, like you mentioned, Wayland Yutani. You have it keeps going and going and going. There's no shortage of that.
Okay.
Did you die when I threw dice at you?
You did. You killed him.
Oh no.
You killed Jetstorm.
Oh, look at that. You killed me.
You hit him so hard you knocked him out.
Man.
Oh, you killed me.
That's
so
a lot of
hard with
damage.
a backtrace.
Yikes.
Nice and stable programming here.
Yeah. I didn't say it's perfect, but I think you guys have seen why I like it, though, too.
Yeah, it's really neat.
The
I think
fact
it'll
that
work well.
I like that you still have some physical tactile sort of aspect to it instead of just the 2D aspect that a lot of other virtual tabletops have. Because, like, you can actually build full 3D landscapes and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy what this program can do.
And I'm not even that great at it, but yeah.
Did you want me
so
to
much.
send you the .unity 3D asset so you can import it to the table?
If you got it, sure. If not, I can get it.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I've got it.
Okay. Because, yeah, all I was going to do is the same thing and get it and download it.
We have like one rogue, one engineer, two what would be fighters or something like that. The mystic,
Oh,
me, and then I guess the rogue. Like I said, the rogue would be Jetstorm, right? Like is that basically right?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's essentially a rogue.
Sneaky shooty.
He makes things go boom.
And then Raven, whenever he picks out whatever his psychic abilities is going to define a lot more about his character. So
Yeah, I'm going through all the disciplines.
There you go. We'll test your guys' connection.
I'm only on C.
Can it resolve that destination host?
you just got to load all the way up.
Yeah, it fixes itself eventually.
This is actually one I made for a 40k little mini campaign that I did with some people.
Do I need the enhanced skill in order to like put a suppressor on my pistol?
What do the rules say? Yes and no, potentially.
I mean, if it's modifying things, I probably a chance I could do it.
I
Personalized
can only
gear.
take sniper shots. I'm not capable of understanding how to screw in a suppressor.
Yeah.
Everybody has their weaknesses. Our maps are never this cool, and this is not the end.
What can
Anybody,
you...
this is really good.
If nothing else, you could always get personalized gear and probably do something like that. We're gonna see what else they have for that. Where did you see that you might need the enhanced for it?
Enhanced just says that I could like add modifications to a gun, so I didn't know if that included like lights and things or what.
Where did you see that? Is it your class ability or?
No, I think enhance is it's either a gambit or a trick.
Okay, I want to look at it so I can.
Enhancement is a gambit.
Okay, so under gambits.
But then that's just lets you do something from the engineer enhancements table.
There you go.
This map is very Necromunda. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It was
so,
actually on a Space Hulk.
Makes sense. It's very good though. Have you made it? I mean, like, it's very
Yeah, I
nice.
mean, I used assets from other people, but I combined them and made it.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So,
I would want to play on it with these long ass hallways and shit, but
oh, it was great. Just people got busy and kind of died, which is unfortunate.
yeah, I usually run like melee forces and stuff like that. They wouldn't fare well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you remember what happened with the one we were doing.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I really liked it. It was fun to play.
It was unfortunate, but people got busy and it is what it is.
I really wish we would have quit since I was winning.
You were doing pretty well.
Well, I had more points. My army was worth more points than everybody else. I shouldn't say I was winning because Code kicked my ass that time.
Yeah, you know. All right,
It's
so
stupid. Healing
you
robot.
got your
they
sheet
fucking-
G3. Still need to figure out your model. Yeah, Storm, I got your sheet and your model. If you want to send me your updated sheet sometime, I can get that imported here. And I got isolated character sheet. And isolated, if you want to make a character in Hero Forge.
I was looking at it before, and it's just nothing really. So I gotta really like pay attention and dive into it.
Okay, well, if you find one
Messing
that's
around.
acceptable to use for streaming and stuff, you can always grab that too. It doesn't have to be that you create it.
Oh yeah, no,
Just-
I'd rather create it myself, honestly.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to breach copyright materials if I can avoid it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's one thing if it's an asset from the workshop that has been designated that it can be used that way. It's another thing if it's someone else's custom built thing.
Alright, I'm gonna dip for the evening because I got work in the morning.
I'm about to do likewise, man.
Yeah.
So, alright, cool.
Nice to meet
Let's
y'all. I'm looking forward to it.
let's
Yeah,
plan
likewise.
for next week to get it all finalized, and then the following week will actually be the first session. So we may not actually stream next week. It'll give Raven a chance to figure out what regularity he can do as well, and then everyone can get, you know, everything set and ready to go, just to give people time to not let life prevent it from happening.
Works for me.
All right,
Everyone.
that gives me time to finalize the first missions and stuff.
All right, GG.
Sweet. Man, I'm so looking forward to this.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Hey, that's the best ones though, right?
But yeah. Oh yeah, what'd you say about armor class is -10?
Yeah.
And then how do the rolls work with that?
That is your modifier. When you roll a d20 and add whatever that is
Oh,
to avoid being hit.
interesting.
So that essentially is your armor save.
Okay.
So instead of me rolling the attack, you roll a save. But the math is the same. But it speeds it up because I can have all of you attacked 3 times if that's what it is. By saying,
So
you each need to roll 3, and it goes a lot quicker.
So he adds 10 to, instead of rolling, he adds 10. So if they have a +4 to hit, the target is 10, so you got to roll higher than 14. So you got to roll higher than a 14.
And
So
that's
the thing,
with
so-
your modifiers. So it's
Dice roll plus whatever is left on your armor. Okay.
right.
Interesting.
So it actually was a Unearthed Arcana alternate
Yeah.
system. And it, like I said, there's a few features to it that I've noticed really help. Combat is faster. The players are more engaged. And the player's fate is in their hands. So I don't have to worry about being the one to roll. What?
Oh, I said it'd probably just take me a little bit to get used to it. That's all.
Oh yeah, I get that.
All right. Well, I will talk to you next time,
All right, we'll see you guys then.
and hope that whatever MechWarrior update doesn't break all the mods.
I'm hoping it doesn't, man. I am hoping it doesn't. All right.
See you guys later.
Well, thank you all for viewing. Thank you for being
So,
here.
yeah.
Yep.
I look forward
It's
to it,
gonna be
gents.
interesting. I can't wait.
Yep. And
Yep. So
I
next
figured
week.
it'd also be good to give you guys the extra week so you can get the backstory stuff built. Since I'm giving you guys a little bit of homework.
Yeah, but I know nothing about the academy. I need more information.
What do you want to know about it?
He gave
Ask
you a lot of
questions.
information about the academy already.
Yeah, but it's still kind of vague.
It is. What else do you want to know?
I'll
for us
have to think
to
about
make
how my
up.
character got there or why my character got there.
Wants to
I'll
advance
figure it out.
technical knowledge, and they have access to the most technical knowledge. That is what they're there for.
Yep, I'll figure something out.
Cool. Alright. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Enjoy the story. We're
Take
gonna
care,
go
guys.
ahead and raid someone we know. Call it a night. Raid the Jarl. He needs it.